North Carolina parents, listen to me. If North Carolina c.p.s. has taken your children or has an open investigation on you right now, watch this video. So y'all remember my last story about c.p.s. corruption in Cherokee County, North Carolina. c.p.s. illegally removes children from homes, forges fraudulent court orders and documents, like custody visitation agreements. Over the years, they ended up illegally removing hundreds, possibly thousands of children. Delete this form, never use again. Department of Social Services agencies remove kids without judge's order. That goes for you, Gaston, Shelby, Cleveland, Cherokee, possibly even more counties. So in North Carolina, a social worker has to go to court and get a judge's order to remove a child from their parent's home. But WBTV investigation has found social workers with Department of Social Services in 2 local counties removing children from their homes without a court order. The director of Cleveland County DSS reported the practice of her agency to regulators with the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services last summer. And records showed North Carolina DHHS workers discovered a similar practice in Gaston County as they investigated Cleveland County. Of course, the DSS director has refused to answer any questions, just like Cherokee County c.p.s. director. She also refused to answer any questions after she shredded a ton of documents. A lot of those Cherokee County kids have still not been found. And DSS lawyer Scott Lindsay says, it's going to be hard to find those kids without the documents. No shit, she shredded them. Are y'all getting it? They're stealing children in North Carolina and have been for years. Nobody from Gaston County or North Carolina DHHS would answer questions on camera for this story. Officials' refusal to answer questions only adds to the secrecy of a system often referred to by experts as the hidden foster care system. Because of the secrecy, it's nearly impossible to identify families impacted by this practice. Children are never found when they don't follow protocol, and they destroy evidence. But that's not all that happens. Children who are actually placed in better homes will be taken back to their abusive homes. So these workers mess with the entire system in many ways when they don't follow the law. North Carolina families that have been impacted by this, you need to hear this part. Social workers there used a document labeled as a temporary guardianship form. By signing the form, parents are essentially waiving their custody rights over the children. What you see revealed here is a blatant violation of children's rights. Richard Wexler reviewed more than 100 pages of records obtained by WBTV documenting the use of temporary guardianship forms in Cleveland and Gaston counties. With this process, a caseworker becomes judge, jury, and often family executioner. No one person should have all that unchecked power over children's lives. It inevitably leads to tragic mistakes. Another working, Ms. Swanson, reported her agency's use of the temporary guardianship form to North Carolina DHHS in late June, roughly a month after first learning about them. After she reported this, their supervisor advised them to destroy the document. Part 2 coming.